Okay, now this is just gonna be a filler video for, you know what? I have a whole lot of a whole lot of water, and I do want that to go away because I have more than I need at the moment, and I have two dew collectors to of which to give me more water. So let's get rid of as much water as we can. Oh, are you kidding me? Okay, well, how we doing? Really? Okay. Let's make some of that. Let's make some of this. I'll wait until that's done. You know, while we're here, let me go down. Let me go down and see how we're doing on these mushrooms. Mushrooms. Okay, and then aloe vera plant. Okay, I only got two of those. And let me just eat this so that way. Alright, there we go. So this is just a filler video that's being taken off of a stream. But there's a good chance that this might be ended early because the space on my computer. Even though I just what's it called, worked on that. Even though I just worked on this got more space on there, so we don't know. So I have no idea how long this is gonna go for. Wait, honey tea. Well, it's a good thing that I got that as well. Okay, so let's see. How are we doing? We got a minute left on this, and I still need to go and get. Okay, so I want to take this. I'm gonna take that. Take this, this, and this. If those don't sell, then we can just easily just get easily just do. Yes. Okay, so that and put that in there so that way we can leave it to their own devices. Let's actually take a look to see where it is. Oh, it's really not that far, and I pressed the wrong button. Okay. We'll just wait until this is done, and then we're gonna head out. Oh, there really isn't any clay left. Okay, wow. I did not notice that. You know, I'm gonna repair this, and if it doesn't sell, then we're just going to. Wait, no, that's not what I wanted. Okay, let's modify this. Take this off. Modify it. Put that on. Okay. Oh, hey, well, okay, wait a minute. I can actually do this right now. Okay. Fine, a lot. We're doing a lot of different things. Okay. All right. Well, we're making a lot of progress here. We done here? Yes, we are. I'll take that. We'll go down. Put this in here. Ammo. And... Well. Looks like we're getting a lot more of this. Okay, so turns out no. We need more. Okay. Okay. I'm making a lot. I just realized. Well, yeah, you know what? Let's head out. Let's go. Let's head to the trader first, and then we're gonna see how much we can make, and if we can't, we'll just scrap them. We'll just scrap all of it. I'll just sell him the modification that we have on one of the tools, and then that'll be it. All right. And then after that, we're gonna head over to the rally point, and we're going to... Hold on. Did I make any more achievements? No. Oh, I just remembered. I completely forgot. We have to do this again. I'm trying to hit 2 hours on this, at least, at minimum. I'll probably do one filler video for maybe like an hour, and then I'll do just a stream. Just a stream. Alright. Well, while we're here, might as well.
What does it take to become a nuclear engineer? Age 18.
Here we go. Okay. Here we go. Activate. Okay. Okay. All right.
Morning. What the hell do you want this time?
All right. Looks like we're scrapping that one. Wait, was there anything in here that I actually wanted? Nope.
A sale is a sale. Even if it is to a scumbag like you.
Alright. Let's head over to okay, eat. And then eat. It's not for now for about like 23 meters. They will be able to smell me. 50 meters. I'm gonna assume that M means meters. Okay. Well, now that that's done, let's start heading out. Are we sure we don't got anything else? Getting hair in my mouth. I'm not gonna say I don't know why, because I do know why, but still, I don't. It's not something that's like, oh, I love this. Actually, okay, I want to like talk about like a certain like there's a topic that I actually want to talk about, and that's the topic of like phobia videos that you see on like YouTube, and like they're cool. I'll say that they're cool. The only thing that I have against them is the fact that like they are specifically targeted to and made to gauge a reaction out of you, whether if it's a good or a bad one. Whether if it's a good reaction or a bad reaction. And the reason why that's the only thing I have against it is because like people will like see that you get a reaction out of it. Like let's say like I don't know if I already talked about this on here, but like let's say thalassophobia, because that's like one of the main ones that I have seen. Those ones will be like the creepiest and like most unnerving videos that you'll see about the ocean. They are specifically designed to like gauge a reaction out of anybody, and people will. And the only thing, and look, okay, that part is not that as bad, but then we have people that will look at that and see that you have a reaction out of that, and will immediately be like, oh, they had a reaction off of it, that they have that phobia, and it's like, no, it's specifically designed to be like, hey, this is what these people see, this is what the people that have this phobia, how they feel whenever they're like in there. But people will look at that and like they'll see like any reaction off of it, and immediately assume that that means that you had that phobia. Like let's say like I'll go into the ocean, and if I'm like in there for like a certain amount, I'm fine. All right, I'm fine. I don't really have a big like there's like a really big deal with that. But if there's like, if I see that video while I'm in the ocean, I'm immediately gonna be like, I don't think I want to be in the ocean anymore. And I found it immediately. You know what? Just because I want to get more. So yeah, I like for example, like let's use clowns for another example. Like I don't have chlorophobia, all right? But if I'm like seeing like Pennywise the dancing clown, I might be less inclined to be like, hey, I want to go near that. I'd be like, yeah, I don't think I want to do that. Did I see? Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, hey, I'm not gonna, like, be like, oh, hey, Pennywise down's a clown. I'm not afraid of clowns, so I'm not gonna be afraid of this guy. No, I'm still gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna think twice before I do any of that. I'm gonna think twice before I go near that. All right, like I'm not gonna. Like, just because I'm like, I don't think I want to go near that doesn't mean I have that phobia of, I have a phobia of clowns. Like, I'll go to a circus and I'll be like, oh yeah, clowns, they're funny. Like, I understand if somebody is like afraid of clowns. That makes sense, okay? I'm not disparaging that, all right? But if I find like but then again, like, you'll find like those videos that'll be like chlorophobia, like the fear of clowns. And it will be like the creepiest thing you've ever seen. And then people will look at you looking at that and will be like, "Oh, they got a reaction after that. They have that phobia." And it's like, "No, they don't." There was another thing that here's the thing. These are usually the same people that say you shouldn't assume stuff. That you shouldn't assume stuff. And also that you shouldn't jump to conclusions. That's another thing. So yeah. You know what? We're just gonna end the episode here. The vote started. You know what? We'll wait until the vote We'll wait until the vote is done. Let's wait until the vote is done, and we'll see how that goes. But anyway, yeah, like people will like wait, like this is an interrogation where like any interaction or any like movement means something. All right, like you don't like. And actually, I had a conversation with somebody at one point with something like this, and I'm not gonna say who it was, but it was with someone, and they're like, question. And I'm like, yeah. And we ended up having like an entire conversation about that, and like entire thing was like about furries. Like, it's an anthropomorphic animal, but it's made to be extremely sexualized. If you find that, if you think of that, oh, that does look sexy, does that mean that you're a furry? And our entire conversation just went to those things are specifically targeted to gauge that type of reaction out of you. That's what that entire thing is. Hold on, I'll get back to that conversation in a bit. Let me just deal with these guys first. What the fuck? Wait, hold on. What? There better be a reward at the end of what just happened. Oh, good, there is. Okay. Ooh! But, like, we can't... that was, like, the entire conversation that we had where it was... Those things are specifically designed... Like, those, like, drawings of, like, that are specifically designed to have that... To gauge that type of reaction or gauge that type of feeling from you. But people will make that and be like, "Oh, hey, here is this," and it'll be like an overly sexualized like picture of this thing, and people are like, "Okay, yeah, I can see how," and people will look at that and be like, "Okay, yeah, I can see how people would find this attractive," and like even just as something as simple as that, people will be like, "Oh, they like this thing, they really like this thing." It's like, no, I don't. I just see how I can see how you can like this. I personally don't really care for it that much, but if this is what you like, then okay, then good for you. You like that. And that's like the entire like conversation that we had with that. Because like people will make stuff to gauge a reaction out of you, whether if it's a good or bad reaction. It doesn't matter. People will immediately jump to the same exact conclusion. I don't know how it will be the same exact conclusion, but that's just how it is. That is just what we came to. That's what That's what
Well,
it
look
was.
here, boys. We got ourselves a real life hero.
You know, I could
And
get the
now he
Blueberry
wants to be
Blueberry
paid.
Pie, but I do want the Wait, hold on. I don't want this. Okay, there we go.
Look
Inventory.
Quick, buy quicker.
Take
Piss off
this.
fastest.
this. I'm gonna give you this. I'm gonna give you this. I'm not gonna sell that. All right. What else did we get? Not really anything. So yeah, that's gonna be end of this. That's gonna be end of. Oh, actually, yeah. I'm gonna sell you this, and I'm gonna sell you this, and I'm gonna sell you this. All right. Anything that. Yeah, I can't do that for some reason. Let me see. You got anything more? You got any more stuff, or is that only gonna come up like when the next day? No, he has largely the same amount of things. Alright, well that's gonna be it for this episode. So I thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.